Gives them a lot more leeway to get their aggression on track. They're not going to be bleeding out gold as much as they did in game 1. It's get a lot easier for Nothing State to do this. You know, spam the shrapnel out, pull 2 shrapnel, a lot of damage that XM can't quite block out with his pulse. And, you know, the cooldown on his pulse a bit longer as well. The key timer here is really level 6. If Nothing State gets to get that assassinate lined up, it's going to be a nice set of kills. Although down bot
lane. Faith Beyond won't be able to finish off Arme. Was the first blood there for the AM. Did manage to get Q on the Mirana. So nice little start here for the side of Scenic. Of course, they lost Victoria, but Arme getting that bonus gold is always going to feel quite nice. And I mean, he needs the gold anyway, because he's had to buy so much regen for himself. Bring out another set of tangos to ensure that he can survive through all this damage. Meanwhile, mid lane, not to say he does go down, but Y is going to try and pace down XM and see if he can trap it, and will get the kill. James unable to save the Void Spirit.
To a bit of a slower start. Of course, all this free space up top, though, is something Styler is enjoying. He's still kind of uncontested here, although they do drag more heroes up.
He pops in range, but they're going to primal split. Stun will fly out. SRF, do you have the damage? Probably not. Sylar will turn around onto the Wind Panda. SRF, he's going to lose that one, perhaps. He will manage to get away. Trying to Faith Beyond instead. Faith now copying a fair bit of damage, but he'll stick charge up. Still trying to make a run for it. SRF now back into his normal form, and now Sylar, he jumped back in. That is probably going to be the death of him. He'll make a run for it as Syncu does also come in. Still just bouncing away there. Sylar may actually be able to run out as Syncu now is going to be targeted, but he does leap and avoids the slams. And here comes up the Sail after James, who does Icarus dive out. He'll barely make it out of there, but now XM coming in after Sylar does get the kill on the Ursa, but he's trapped up. Arrow is not going to land either. Just got to be careful of where Faith Beyond might be. Gonna see Nothing to Say. That's the target they want. They also see Q, so they'll jump in on the sniper, break the gap and just burst him down. Nothing to Say does go down very quickly, and Q, he's just gonna try and make a run for it. Meanwhile, however, Sylar, he was taking the Roshan out. And he does get the Aegis. They're still gonna lose this Mirana, or maybe not. Disruption will be out in time, but how do you get out of this? Q tries to leap, but won't quite make it, and now Y will also get punished for trying to help. They'll have to trade 3 lives away for the sake of that Aegis on the Earth.
It worked then. You do see Nothing to Say he's got a couple of issues if C-Deck do focus down on the sniper. He's going to need that BKB up fast, but he is given a lot of space here as they continue that pressure in these towers.
Yeah, they got a stun off on the Ogre. They easily get the kill on Victoria, and now the hookshot going to be there on to the Phoenix. James with big trouble, and is probably just going to die. It's on the back of the Orchid again from Faith Beyond, just really locking everyone down here.
They are losing map control here on C-Deck's side, so mid tier 2 goes down. That's going to open out the outpost as well, as that's the first tier 2 angle.
Mid lane shot again onto XM with the Orchid, so XM has no way out of there. And now Sylar, he wants to let the tier 3 tower. Victoria goes down. And Eho just back out onto Arm, down that bot lane. Disruption is going to land from Y. Arrow is flying in. It was just a bit too late, but they can keep trying to scout out Arme. They will not get a glimpse. The AM is going to be fine. But Eho, they are feeling it right now. And well, things are only set to get worse for C-Deck as, I mean, you pointed out the Manta on the AM, but the Abyssal Blade will be coming up on Sylar relatively soon. And he doesn't really care for the mattress. Man fights Arme!
Oh, Arme.
Yeah, you can't... Duh. It's just... getting harder and harder. Like, perhaps the Basher is up on Arme. He can actually afford to jump in for Sniper as he did that last engagement. He's going to find Y now. Y won't actually be able to survive as his mana does get trained up.
You can't beat me. You can't run.
Again, I just keep looking at Sylar, who's just getting closer and closer to that Abyssal Blade. It's just how do you survive it if the Earth does make the jump?
You don't, and there's already all of that control coming out from Eom, all of the damage as well.
Oh, hook shot, Faith Beyond, just on the edge of rock player to give vision. They've got the Orchid into the arrow set up from Q, and of course you got this machine gunner sniper.
Dire's bottom
Now-
tower is under attack.
They're gonna try and take that tier 2 top. SRF gonna go in, but there's gonna be a hook shot onto that Phoenix, just keeping it back. Now Silent just going after SRF with an arrow set up from Sin Q.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
XM does eventually end up killing off Faith Beyond, but I do love that hook shot.
Dire's structures
He's not only getting himself out, but not allowing the Phoenix to Icarus up in with the egg.
Radiant's top tower has
And
fallen.
they do get the tier 2 tower. They feel like they can go high ground.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah, I mean,
is under
they've got that Scotty up, and nothing to say. They've still got the Aegis, they've still got the cheese, they've got the level 20 talent, and nothing to say. So even if they do jump in, he's got that knockback and headshot, and it just makes it so much more obnoxious to deal with a sniper.
How do you deal with it right now? He's just hitting his T3 tower out of range. There's nothing you can do about it. Now the creeps are coming in. He'll just jump in with the Aegis. Just try and slow this down the best they can. Okay, he'll just push out the bot lane while this is happening and try to get T2 tower for the team. SRF is going to be back up, and you do have that primal split. That is a lot of damage flying out, and now the Abyssal, he will go back to the graveyard. Sylar still surviving his XM. He's trying to go after Sin Q. He couldn't quite get the kill on the Mirana. And Arme, he's TP back, failing to get nothing to say. He eats the cheese, surviving through the damage of Arme, and he just needs to break out of there. That'll be the first racks of the game going down here. Anyhow, able to secure that top racks. With really no.
No. I mean, they use up the cheese, but it's really not the biggest deal here. And you look at nothing to say.
You know exactly where Seed appear to be. They are smoked up. They're going to run straight into XM, who does dive in, but Disruption going to be there. Now Sylar will go into Victoria, but the Ghost Foot will save him. Still back to XM. They will get the Void Spirit. Now SRF trying to get something going for himself. He will eventually primal split. Nothing to say. He's easily going to take those Brewlings out of here. The egg will come out a bit, but now Victoria going back in. Egg just ended up killing himself here as he does. Nothing to say, just gets the kill, but now Arme will get in as the AM onto that sniper. Right back, the knockback is making it so difficult that they finally kill him off, and now Faith also goes down. Sylar, if he left to fight by himself with Sin Q, he's out of mana. Does have some stick chance. Pops the enrage. He's just going to try and get himself out of this. Aether gonna latch on. Arme does get back in there with Mana Boy killing him off. Faith actually hookshot neutral camps. He could not hookshot into the AM.
Radiant
He playing rather cautiously in the jungle. Possibly run into Faith Beyond. You scat him out with that ward. Now should be able to close the gap. Faith does get a pistol up. Disruption. Not going to be off clockwork, so he will survive, but the arrow off onto Arme still. XM chasing down the Shadow Demon. Why? Just tilting it back. Now Sin Q can get out of there. The egg is ticking down. He does link, but the sun does connect, and he should just be dead. Be 2 down. In fact, there might be more. Sylar going back in on Victoria. He's being controlled.
They will fall before
Eventually does manage to get the kill. SRF, nice good touch on the assassinate, but might be dead due to XM. Does jump in, takes down Y. Now the primal split, they'll keep going. Arme does get enough to set, kills off the sniper, and now Sylar is a bit of a sitting duck here. He'll try to fight back up against Arme, but he'll blink away. And with that seeded, will just burn the Ursa, and it'll be a 4-for-1 trade. Why? But he's completely by himself. He'll pop the speed if he's trying to fight back. It is buying time for the rest of his team to make it toward their side. Then they get out. Oh, he blinks in there, going straight up. Why? It's the kill. Not the same, not really having enough damage on to take him out, but instead they go up to SRF. Remarks will die, but now Faith Beyond being done by the AM. He'll turn back around onto Arme with that open, but it's not going to be quite enough. Now the Yule down, there'll be no arrow follow. He'll jump back in Faith Beyond, but he'll still walk out of there. Eventually, what a hook shot coming from all the way from Nunstone. Dissimulate will be there to protect, but it won't be enough. And Faith is still alive on this clockwork somehow. He still won't die. They get the use off on James, and well, suddenly it's a 3-for-1 trade for the side of Eho.
And this time it was Sida a
Dire's
bit
top tower is under
too
attack.
keen in jumping in there. Ame just immediately bailing out. So their AM safe, but they needed AM in these fights. Doesn't even find the tier 2 tower to split push in.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
SRF gonna jump in. He's been silenced up. He gets BKB, but Sylar has the Abyssal.
Has fallen.
That'll be SRF dead for 80 seconds to that buyback. That might be a third lane Brax now for Eco. I don't see how they're gonna fight this out without SRF and XM.
No, they can't. At least with the Void Spirit up, they're gonna have another way to gap close, but without that rune acid.
A buff, the arrow does not land. He will make the jump on the secure that Marana. Still, he survives. He's enough to say he does kill off James on the Phoenix. He'll buy back immediately.
Dire's bottom
Bot lane of Rax is exposed and go for it, but they're just being very cautious about the position of Sida because they do jump next them. Going straight on that sniper, they do eventually kill him off. That is just one death. That is the Aegis. Now jumping back on to Ame. He does go down.
Dire's bottom tower is
Back after that final lane of Rax. Just one more, but Ame go blink in straight on the sniper. Should be able to take him out, but here comes Sylar going after that AM with the arrow. Not gonna land. In E-Home, they may have just kind of blundered their opportunity for Megas. They are going to catch up Sylar. He should have no way out of this. They're trying to find a way to turn this around, but they lose Sylar, and now they'll lose Y. There's just one melee Parax left. They are unable to obtain it.
Oh yeah, that's still a really good defense for Sidak coming out.
This team fight could end everything for either side, depending on who wins out and who loses. Sylar is going to be close by. They do scout out Faith beyond. Rocket Flare will give E-Hook shots in. He is surrounded right now on that clockwork. Aeon is from, allowing him to walk away. Now Sylar, the blink in as the Ursa. He does kill off the XM, but he'll buy back. Now onto the Phoenix. James will tap. With no buyback on the Phoenix, and SRF has been caught by the Yules and the arrow of Sinkyu, and Sylar can just clean him up. A triple kill now for the Ursa.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Not going to be easy if they can jump on the sniper, and they will straight away, but is it going to be enough? BB is just trying to run out of there. Arrow will land on Ame. Now the Orchid will silence up the AM. Still just kiting in and out. SRF still chasing, trying to find a target, but Sylar will jump in onto Victoria. Unable to kill him off. Not to say, still running away. XM jumping in now. There goes Victoria. Ame, he's falling even lower on the AM. They do end up killing off SRF. This game could be over. SRF and James down with no buybacks. That's fine.
Radiant's bottom
It just
tower
mirrors.
is
It's not really
under
doing much
attack.
damage shot. It's
The issue was nothing to say. Up the Shadowblade, he had no detection. He just couldn't find the sniper under that Shadowblade, and he got surrounded.
coming back in. X with the double silence. Now Ame back onto the sniper. They do get up to save, but he'll buy back. Cheese is going to be eaten by Beyond. He'll try to control them up as Sylar does go for the Rackstone. He'll turn around onto that AM Ame, getting very low. He's out of mana. They can just go back for that Rats. That is what they'll do. So Megas are now up for Eho. Sylar's going to be there on the Overfaith. Has hook in one, won't need it. Sylar able to go in and now the hook shot. Who's caught? It's XM. Dissimulate going to be there with the Astral Step, and it will be enough. Oh, the Rocket Flare from Faith. They'll catch him out. And now James trying to walk away. Ame's in control. He's been stunned up and he's dead. This game is over.
Oh, man.
Divine just left behind a tree and seeded it. They get 2-0'd by the side of Eho. The aim just does not work out 2 games in a row.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame for CDEC. A really rough series. They really wanted to make that game work. Fortunately, Ehome had the answers both times. They had to work for it in game number 2, but Ehome does kind of close it out in the end. And CDEC, I mean, off the back of a tournament win.